welcome, welcome, welcome. And what you're helping us do is draw, using your bodies, cooperating with the other people, and using these beautiful ropes.
We've been working with a group of architects, designers and local volunteers from Callan. So we're looking at creating new spaces within the town in the public realm, places where people can gather and engage in nature.
With this black rope, everyone is going to create a square. That looks pretty good.
So with the workshop today, we were trying to put a spin on the traditional exercise of surveying. So we basically made these CNC kind of staffs, which is kind of a spin on the traditional architectural surveying equipment, together with these really thick rope. We just wanted to get a sense of how people would actually plot out in kind of a three-dimensional and maybe in a four-dimensional space. But yeah, like how large they would want these like public gathering spaces to be, where they might like it to be.
So each team will be given a series of directions or prompts.
So do we want it to be the full size of the rope, or is that too big?
How big would it be to accommodate a class?
Like a class of
30?
30?
10?
Yeah, I know.
Like 6 to 10 maybe.
And yeah, it was just about kind of meeting these different stakeholders in kind of an informal setting.
Have a kidney shape then, would we have kidney this way or that way? So we ripple on that side and curve on this side, how about that? Yeah.
You know, if you sit
Yeah.
there, you get that view as well.
Yeah.
Everybody here seems really, really interested in what is actually happening to the spaces around them. And it's very inspiring as a designer to actually work with people that are very open to ideas, but at the same time they're very involved in these decisions.
January floods the worst down there, so you wouldn't have access to a decking area for 75% of the year. And we said, like, this would be the next best place for shade. Ideally, we'd rather have the decking in under the tree, but there's a lot of nettles there and I'm wearing shorts, so I'm not walking in there.
As architects, we're very familiar with looking at plans and working in this sort of bird's eye view with the spaces that we're dealing with. But many of the people who we'd want to participate with are experts in this environment and tend not to have that same way of interacting with it as we do. So we wanted to bring them out into the space and get them using their bodies and helping us to understand the way that they relate to this space.
Over here felt very exposed, so we ended up going quite close because it felt very sheltered and private. And it's an oval, meant to be, use your imagination. And that was one thing that we were very sure about, was the shape and to kind of echo the moat.
We've been involved in the project for around 18 months or so, and in that time we've been trying to focus on the town's relationship with the natural environment here. It seems that every team has in some way, the shape has been informed by something in the natural environment, right? In the last site we had the shape of the moat, kind of mimicking the shape of the moat, and in the first site we had the shape of the tree in shade. So it's quite nice to see all of the shapes responding to the sites that have been chosen in that way.
We were also thinking having the water flowing underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. But I was thinking about it might be nice to be able to dangle your feet if you're sitting on the edge, you know.
This is a Creative Ireland Climate Action project. So the biodiversity was central. What was also central was our changing climate. So we're standing here in the Abbey Meadow right now, which it often is underwater. So we wanted to kind of look at how to design a space that could actually be used all year round here in the Abbey Meadow and in the moat field, our two lungs of the town.
Possibly you could bring each of the designs, that all of the designs are connected physically to one another.
Wonder, like, do we need the bank? You know, if the structure will have levels.
Like even, you can imagine maybe using railway sleepers. I mean,
Yeah.
they'd last a long time.
Basically, these are spaces that we want to protect, but we also want to engage with. When you are engaged with nature, when you are immersed in nature, you become its advocate. And by creating citizen advocates and immersion in nature, we create defenders for these spaces.
So I like this going up the embankment actually. That's That's nice.
We finished. We did it.